Welcome to this Executive Explainer. I'm John, and I'll be walking you through this alongside my colleague Brandon. Today, we're getting straight into the source material, detailing Delasoft's strategic manufacturing models. If you're a supply chain director, you already know the stakes here. We're looking at the hard operational frameworks that actually dictate how boutique and enterprise brands formulate, produce, and scale. No fluff, let's get right into the data.
All right, thank you, John. So here's the foundational question you have to ask yourself. Do you prioritize rapid commercialization to catch an immediate market trend, or do you absolutely require proprietary ownership of a bespoke formula? That is the fulcrum your entire operational strategy pivots on. It dictates your capital allocation, your project timelines, and ultimately your long-term intellectual property portfolio.
Section 1. Strategic Manufacturing Decisions. Private label versus contract manufacturing. Let's break it down. Going the private label route means you're utilizing Delasoft's pre-developed, high-end formulas. Look, these are lab-tested assets. They have proven market viability. Inherently, this minimizes your developmental risk right out of the gate.
Exactly. But conversely, contract manufacturing is a totally different beast. This is 100% custom R&D. You aren't utilizing existing blueprints here. You're building a unique formulation entirely from scratch, which, as we know, requires significantly more front-end investment and lead time.
Moving to Section 2, private label. We call this the speed strategy.
The defining metric you need to pay attention to here is 500. A 500-unit minimum order quantity is a massive strategic advantage. It completely disrupts the traditional manufacturing paradigms we're used to. It allows boutique brands to access high-end facilities without tying up vast amounts of capital in dead, static inventory. You test the market, you iterate fast, and you scale only when the demand is actually proven.
And compounding that agility is the logistics progression. We're talking a strict lead time of just 3 to 4 weeks. The sequence is highly controlled, immediate label approval, rapid dispatch from the Istanbul manufacturing facility straight to London delivery. It's a highly optimized, closed-loop supply chain built specifically for fast replenishment and keeping your overhead low.
Right, let's turn to Section 3, contract manufacturing, the exclusivity strategy. The crucial advantage of this model is pretty straightforward. The client retains 100% ownership of the custom formula. Ultimately, this is an intellectual property play. It demands full laboratory collaboration, rigorous stability testing, and in-house vegan verification. But the yield is a completely proprietary, market-ready asset that no one else has.
However, you have to account for one strict exception in the fine print. While formulas are indeed 100% client-owned under the contract model, rosemary water remains an exclusive Delasoft asset. It is not a generic ingredient available for custom claiming. That boundary is firmly drawn, so you absolutely must account for that structural constraint in your formulation planning.
Section 4, quality and facility standards. These are the baseline imperatives regardless of the route you choose. Operations are entirely centralized in an ISO 22716 GMP certified facility in Istanbul. They operate a comprehensive in-house laboratory and handle all vegan testing internally. That severely reduces any reliance on third-party verification, which frankly is a major operational bottleneck.
Right. And to secure that rapid private label timeline without sacrificing a drop of quality, every single batch mandates a full batch analysis report directly from that lab.
So both of these models present distinct, measurable, tactical advantages. The ultimate question you have to answer is this: are you willing to sacrifice absolute formula ownership to capture tomorrow's market trend, or will you invest the capital and time today to build an untouchable intellectual property empire?